Ready to experiment?
Who's this coffee?
Mine.
Yeah, man, it's dangerous.
Why is it dangerous?
Yeah, I'll take a good.
So, Jacob, what are you discovering?
I'd like a written consent or like a contract that I'll release this to you to publish it.
Yeah, sure.
My fee by the minute is
There is no board here.
Explore anything?
Yeah, Christus, just hold it. I have another idea. I want a paper for that. Just put it in your hand first, yeah.
shift minimally to the right.
You can work on the next one here. What does an unclear goal mean?
Unclear goal. That means they go haywire. That's like a stop.
Where are an unclear goal? And how is an unclear goal?
Not steady problem, moving it.
Or you don't know the outlet. That's a typical.
Sure.
If you have a very small hole and you don't know where it is, then you have an unclear goal. Or don't see it, because then you tend to pile up and do nothing.
You're trying to figure out what the goal is doing.
Yes. You can have like this borders and very hidden goal somewhere. Somebody eventually find the way out.
But until then you're wasting a lot of resources.
Yes, and you build up a pressure, of course, because you higher the surface here.
What happens when you go over the wall?
Yes.
Or you can just
And
remove the wall.
eventually, if the surfaces are not
Making a
high
board.
enough, they will pour over and do something else than your goal.
But what happens if that something else actually works? What do you
Yes.
do then?
Then you discover a new way of doing. Okay?
Then you open a new door.
Yes. So when you finally find a good way out, you can release the products on the market and you can get the pressure out. Because then you have a clear goal. And
You know what you want to accomplish?
And if you have a high demand, you will do it quickly. So it's pretty easy to understand the wordings and to see that the wordings are not just fancy stuff around this.
Just business jargon, just
Yes.
visualizing the whole thing.
And what are you doing?
It's not really.
Is it you or is it your information?
It's my information actually. You're not flowing inside there.
Okay.
We need to increase the pressure.
A helicopter.
Now you have to make a movie out of your
Oh, it's already doing.
But
Oh yeah. Oh.
where's Curious George?
Oh. So now it's working. Oh, it's going to drown now.
But you must have it to the customer.
Yeah, but I mean, customers are not interested in it.
This
actually.
is your support process.
You need to market yourself.
That's a rescue mission.
Okay. And I think you have a typical feedback loop here. Investigating the surfaces, investigating the borders. They go back and they reinforce the flow. And sometimes they say that if you can put then borders like this, it will be faster, because then you can separate this flow back from the flow here. So you will have a smoother flow and you will have more concentrated information backwards. And in real life you have this. If you get the bypass like this, you can have the people's or flow outside. Then you can strengthen the flow inside.
Assuming we have no losses on the
Don't do
system.
that. I should get a pin here, but I didn't do it. So narrowing it down and making it clear is effective, then you get better speed.
What about energy losses in the system? Or losses in general?
But I mean, energy losses is always kind of losing potential. It's the same. Or if I drain this, if I put this in the refrigerator, you can understand what happens. Or if we put it outside, you can understand what happens. Then we drain it from energy, and it will freeze suddenly. But this comes suddenly, so when all the ones in the water feels the energy loss, they will reorder to another kind of
Another state.
another state. And that's the same with us, because when we have a sense of feeling of draining, sometimes or after a specific while we put ourselves down and we don't do anymore. So that's the same. We can take it to a certain level, but
How can you maintain being on that certain level?
yes. But you need to be able to get the speed going, and then you need to promote some kind of energy for people. So that is the thing that you must have in mind. And this works when you have a business. Managers who have this in their backbone, they are good managers because they have it in the spine. But managers who don't have this in the backbone and understand the dynamic behavior of the business, then you're pretty lost after a while, because then you do things that you don't understand how it's perceived.
You don't know what you're doing.
No, but the better you are, the better you can also work with the flow, the production flow, the information flow, the resources. And you can do outsourcing if you understand that that means building a channel like this and moving it back again. That's outsourcing to another channel out here, and let they do it. And
I mean, that will definitely increase the performance in some way, because I mean, it's taking energy from some other sources.
it can increase the resources, but you need to do a tubing like this and have it over here, and then do it back here again. And with a small tube, you can have a bottleneck there. You can have information losses here along the road. You can have drainage of energy along the road. And communication difficulties because they don't know what they are doing.
And that's if you can maintain the input you get and the pressure you get
Yes.
to actually get the whole thing flowing through the bike.
Here they don't feel the pressure at all. And that's interesting also when you do outsourcing, because the outsourcing company doesn't understand your pressure and why you put pressure in this small tube then. They just see the small tube coming in here in their business and this connects. And that's one of the problems with outsourcing, that you have no sense of the same kind of business.
They go at different speeds as well.
Yes. So the information is to outsource when you need the specific competencies here, but include them as close as possible to your source, with information, with connections, with meetings, and so on, to do it as connected as possible, so that they can feel the same pressure or parts of the same pressure as you do. But because if they don't do it, they just deliver some pieces of parts, but nothing more. And if you include them in everything, they will take over your business if they can, because they will get overpowered by your information. And they will see your values, and they think that they can do it better because they have this, and this is a core competency of yours. If you let them do a core competency, they will bring over, have the possibilities.
However, since you are outsourcing something to them,
Yes,
that means that they are specialists on a given field.
but that's what you have to keep.
Exactly.
Because if you